Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be one of your comments for tonight. Welcome to the ARS very beautiful Twin Ring Motegi in the MX5 Cups. I'll be your commentator for tonight. My name is Pislam, and right beside me is Klebik for tonight.
Hello everybody! Welcome to Twin Ring Motegi.
A beautiful clockwise circuit located in, I want to say China. It's in Japan. We are a Japanese series. Why do I want to go to China? That's my very weird question. Well, already at the Twin Ring Motegi, a clockwise circuit. It's around 5 kilometers short, and Klebby can tell you more about it.
Oh yeah, I can. It was built in 1997, and yeah, it was built by Honda as a facility to showcase their cars and even motorcycles. So that's something. Also, from 2022, it's not called Twin Ring Motegi anymore. It's now called Mobility Resort Motegi.
Well, there you go. Everything is new somewhere and somehow.
Now Mobility Resort is wild.
It's good enough, and I need you to talk more because my mic is going haywire again. Have fun.
Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about everything. Of course, we've got 30 minutes of qualifying, but only 23 minutes left, as you can see on the clock. For now, Tom O'Farrell is in first place with a time of 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Right behind him is Thibaut Gurton with 2:15. Behind him with just set time is Ollie Smith, 2:16. Then Matt Reid, 2:16, right behind him. And then some Polish surname I cannot pronounce. Wilczewski, I guess. Yeah, and that guy is fifth for now with 2:25.9 seconds. Yeah, I was sleeping the whole day, don't blame me for sounding like I just woke up, because I nearly did. Nah, I'm kidding, I was working very hardly.
Well, my microphone will hate me again, and will hate me for some time. Have fun with that. If it's too bad, tell me in the chat or somewhere, because I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I hope Klebby has told any words. It's Vilchevi currently in 5th place. Full mistakes, and we have a little bit of a smaller grid than last time around. So, what might be the cause for that? That's my question.
Well, it can be that the people lost interest, or maybe just didn't turn up in time, or also it could be the track, because a lot of drivers I've asked or observed were speaking about how the track is not pleasant, so could be one of the reasons.
Well, I don't think this track is that bad as I heard. It seems like one of the better tracks for these types of cars, so by the 2-minute 14 is such a bigger lap time than last time around we had at Sportsland Sugo, so yeah, it might be unpopular. Don't know if it's just in these cars or if it's somewhere else as well.
I'm not sure about that, to be honest. But right now another guy joined us, so I think all of the drivers will turn up, or not all of them, but some of them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, probably.
I'm hoping for at least 13 people tonight.
It will definitely
Right now we
take
have
some time,
10.
but it won't be that fast. Well, 10 people is still a pretty good amount of people on the grid, let's be real.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm used to a little bit less.
We
Or
are used to it a
we
little
are
bit
used to a
less.
little bit less. But it still creates very great racing, so
Yeah.
there goes my
It's not
point.
about the number. It's not it's not about the number of people. It's about the quality of people. Nah, that sounds wild.
That's what she said.
But you know what I mean. No,
Okay,
no.
have fun with that. Anyways, currently we have 10 minutes of qualifying that has already been done. In front of us there is just some little bit. Thought of themselves as slow and didn't want to race. Fine, Edmund. Why are you not on the track tonight then? If you think that other people are slow.
Good
Oh,
question.
there's Madhouse joining as well. So it will be sometime, but people will join.
Yeah. Well, they've got quite some time to join. Still, 20 minutes until the qualifying ends, so yeah. Quite good, to be honest. Quite a long time for the people to join.
It is pretty long, and well, Twin Ring Motegi is a very interesting track. It has the road course, it has the east road course that is just consisted of the top part without the start finish line, so around where cover number 15 is, which I do not know who is. I do not know the numbers, but whatever. That's the east course. There's the west course, which is just the junior road course, you would say. And then you have an oval, which I guess that's good. Also, I see an IndyCar road course. So, is it possible that IndyCar races here? Sometimes. Or it did.
Well, I think it did. I will check, but I think it doesn't anymore. Give me a bit.
Well, no, they didn't.
Into Japan.
It was supposed to happen in before 2011, and Japan's first IndyCar race and an exhibition NASCAR race here at the Oval, but unfortunately due to the earthquakes in 2011, which also led to the Fukushima incident. If you guys want to have fun, research that subject. Also, there are a couple of great movies about it. So that renders the Oval useless, unfortunately. So it just now hosts road racing events. So this is the only part of the track that's being used. And for fun fact, it's the home of Japanese Moto GP, which I find very cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I cannot imagine this as a Moto GP track.
Nah, they race at the Oval, you know.
Mate, that's broken.
Now imagine.
I literally said it.
No, well, you can race on a broken track.
Yeah, look at Las Vegas.
You can. It will. Nah.
Yes.
It's only the
potholes, but it's broken.
Yeah. It's broken.
No, we are not doing Lando at 2019 Spa.
Well, to be honest, I actually like Vegas. The F1 track.
Okay, you are a pig.
I know I'm going to get flamed.
Mochegi has
but
a little spin. Also, if he wants to, and I would just say in advance, this track doesn't have corner names at all.
No.
So honestly, I'm not sure how we'll call the corners. But if he wants
First,
to,
second, third.
okay. My
Like
car
Kimi.
is revving a lot, so we will be back in a minute. Just some technical issues. And we are back after a small break because my car was revving its engine off. Yes, we do have stream cars here. We do not have its Assetto Corsa unfortunately doesn't have a valid replay system, which is very unfortunate because I like Assetto Corsa, so it's a shame. But yeah, Assetto Corsa Evo has a replay system, so I'm very excited towards that, and hopefully we will see some very good racing in the upcoming game as well. But let's talk Assetto Corsa right now, not Assetto Corsa Evo, since this is what we are waiting for. It's Thomas Varkish, who is a newcomer here tonight, currently leading the time. He was leading practice as well, so maybe he's aiming for a Grand Slam tonight. What do you think?
Well, I think it's possible based on his times in practice and based on the way he was bragging to me in DMs a bit. So, yeah, nothing too exciting, but yeah. He
So
has self-confidence. Well, he has confidence. I think he can do it. I think he will be able to do the Grand Slam. So
so this track is huge. Can we find someone who is trying to start a lap? I saw someone. It's not Lucas. Madhouse as well. Thomas is just going on the straight. Cornelius
it's
started.
Tom O'Farrell right now. Tom O'Farrell.
Where is
He's on
he?
the start finish.
I don't see him. There he
Start
is.
finish.
Now he's on the start finish straight. He goes into turn 1, then turn 2. It's like, it seems double apex, but it's 2 turns in 1. Don't know how to name these. We can't do sports on Sugo where it was just first and last corner.
Well, here it's actually just the numbers. So we need to get creative.
Let's have fun with
Or
it.
somebody in the chat can
Okay, no, this
suggest
the
something.
third corner is double apex. That does just go through double apex. Because it's 2 corners as well. Well, god damn it.
Welcome to NASCAR. I'm in Twin Ring Motegi.
Welcome to yes. Here we go through the Asaro Bridge into turn 6. The bridge, in quotation marks, is the oval, by the way.
The bridge.
But there is nothing to call out the names. Like, okay, there was a hut. So this is the hut
hut
chicane.
corner.
Hut chicane. Not the hub. Hut. It's T,
Hut.
not B. No, the
No way.
freaking. Okay, the marshal boats are huts. So yeah, I don't think we are getting through with that.
We just need for someone from our driver roster to do something funny in each corner.
It doesn't
So we
work
can
like
name
that.
it after them. Nah, we need to do it the Top Gear style with
But
their
Farrell
last
is
corner.
currently in the back straight. And now he's going to the 11th corner, which is downhill braking into a short right-hander under the oval again. Thomas Varkish already is on a good lap as well, by the way, so that's very, very interesting. Will we see a fight for the ball? Now he goes onto the main straight, which just the main straight, I guess.
The straight.
The straight. And he sends it down into second
He
position,
improved.
which is very good. He did improve. Thomas Varkish, who is currently in turn 10 and now going onto the back straight, or the alternative pit lane. So this is the back straight, I guess.
The A lane.
The A lane.
The
No.
A lane.
Okay, and
Nah,
what
it
is he
sounds
doing?
good.
Oh, he's making up space. In the car,
Maybe
from the car in front. He's setting up a lap. He's
Yeah.
maybe watching the stream.
I hope
Say
so.
hello if you are. It's turn 11, turn 12. Yeah, this is turn 12, this is turn 13. Just turn 13, both of these like chicane type. And that's a shame. It was supposed to be a pretty good lap. I'm still thinking of the names.
Yeah, me too, to be honest.
Because it's such a bland track that you cannot even name the corners. This is such a shame. But this turn 1, turn 2 looks like Suzuka, let's be real.
The Zuka corner.
Suzuka corner, no. Suzuka also has first and last corner, by the way, which is funny. There's like no variation. The first and second corner are the same as the third and fourth. So
Also, I'm just looking at the outline of the track. Why does it look like a man screaming for help?
uh-huh.
A man. Like you have the head in the middle, one arm, second arm, and two little legs down. You see what I mean?
You have a very vivid imagination because I'm blind. I see nothing at
Take some
all.
glasses.
I have glasses, but you have a very vivid imagination.
I'm going to actually into Microsoft Paint and I'm going to paint it for you.
No, thank you. Keep your
Now
head.
you
We
need
have
to
5
see.
minutes of qualifying left, and you're talking about MS Paint. What have you done?
I'm creating opportunities for us to talk about. Yeah, of course. I'm going insane.
I noticed.
Please send help.
Don't. He is fine. Leave him be.
Mhm.
He is fine. So,
Mhm.
he is fine.
Yeah.
He just has a very vivid imagination.
You have nice basement, by the way.
What are you talking about? You don't even know my basement. You don't know where I live.
Nah, he's holding me in his basement.
What? No. I don't have the resources
So-
for that.
If you hear some screaming from Spitz, you know it's me. Double screaming. Anyway,
I'm
3
here.
minutes left. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock.
I'm getting blamed
Our
for holding
drivers
someone
are
hostage.
driving.
What is happening tonight? In the commentary box. That's my issue.
Normal
Monica Ambala.
Saturday. No,
And-
the Italian brain
Edmund came
we
clutch
should
with
get-
some names. And Thomas Vanquish is on a personal best. First sector, and I say personal best, I mean a purple first sector. Now he goes into the. I want to call these the S's. It's not even the S's. It's such a weird combination of corners. You can't even call them S.
It looks like very wrongly done Maggots and Beckett's.
It's just
Like the
maggots then. 3 maggots from turn 9, maggots to turn 9, to the hairpin because it's the tightest corner of them all. The hairpin is very, and I mean very
The
tight.
point?
It's like a 180-degree corner.
It's tight.
There's a difference between tight and tight. Be careful. Now he goes into the oval. I'll say the oval corner. That sounds dumb. Now into the
I would call it.
ultimate chicane.
I would call it the bridge chicane, actually.
And can Thomas improve? Can he not? Or can... What am I talking about? Of course
He
doesn't. But
Of
just
course
by...
he doesn't.
Just by
Oh,
2,000s, by the way.
oh,
So
he did.
that's
actually.
consistency at its finest.
Good for him. Good for him.
I'm still thinking of the names.
The corner names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for turn 12 to turn 5, it's the infield because that's inside of the oval. So that's the infield section.
Mhm.
The outfield is turn 5 to turn 11. So it's called turn 5 oval and turn 11 bridge.
Yeah.
It goes
Sounds
through oval
good to me.
onto the outfield section of the track, into turn 6, then into maggots. And that looks like, okay, turn 9 is Korea because it reminds me of the Korean layout a little bit. Like the Pac-Man. Oh yeah, turn 9 is Pac-Man. Into
Yes.
Pac-Man he goes through
Who
back
says you
now
don't
into
have
hairpin.
imagination?
For names, not for people out of tracks.
I'm not crazy, I swear.
No, I'm not going to do that on stream. That's too harsh.
We say it. We have 10 seconds left.
10 seconds left, and Thomas is on a better lap now, going through the through the third sector. Thomas Farrell is on a better lap as well. Okay, so the straight is one sector, from what I gathered. Have fun with that. I don't know
Under
how
the
it works.
bridge.
He goes through bridge, under the bridge, into the infield section, so this is the infield chicane. Or the last corner, I guess. Last chicane. Just chicane as well is fine. He finishes the lap and he improves to 13.8. That's a monster of a lap by Thomas Varkish. Then it's Tomo Farrell, who is currently, I don't know where he is. Now he's going into the hairpin corner.
My God.
Then on to the back straight. Can Tomo Farrell improve? Can he destroy this monster of a lap? Can he do it or can he not? In 1 hour, we are ending with qualifying here. F1 has qualifying after that. Yes, don't worry. You can have a marathon. You can watch us then F1. I very much recommend that. We are better.
Yeah. It's good for your health. And
now,
we will do that
under
too.
Bridge in.
He's
going slowly.
He's throwing the lap. He's throwing the lap.
Tom Farrell goes into the pit lane. Ollie Hutton, who's currently 7th, is going through Pac-Man into the hairpin. Now it's a little bit of a gap. It's a little bit uphill as well. So these cars are small for this track. Like very.
I want to see 3 wide throughout the circuit, the whole circuit.
Okay, you can't do that into hairpin.
I think the cars are actually small enough.
I don't think so. Vuskiewicz completes the lap as Ollie goes into the bridge section, then into the infield chicane, and onto the main straight. So he doesn't go into the infield
pits.
chicane, he goes into the pits. Which is a chicane as well.
The pit chicane.
The pit chicane.
The pit chicane.
So there are 2 pit boxes on this track. Or so it looks like.
Well, you have the one we are using and the one on the alternative start.
That's the IndyCar one that I'm looking at. So that might be the
qualifying complete. Qualifying complete.
With qualifying done, Thomas Varkish, who bragged about being fast, and he actually lived up to his name. He is quite fast. He's first with 2:13.8. Thomas Farrell, our usual suspect on pole position, is currently second with 2:14.1. Josh Cornelius third with just, I don't know, one couple of hundreds behind Thomas Farrell. Thibaut Gurtin currently 4th with, of course, a little bit of time as well behind Josh Cornelius. Ollie Smith currently 5th, who is the first into 2:15s. Matt Rate into 2:15s as well, but he's 2:15.318. He's 6th. Ollie Hutton sits in 7th place with 2:16, so he is a lot slower than Matt Rate. Ben RS, who didn't have the best qualifying that we know he can have, has 2:16.2 and is behind Ollie Hutton in 8th position. Madhouse, who had a stinker at Sugo, is currently 9th with 2:18.2, yep, which is 2 seconds slower than Ben RS. Niels Ulsen currently in 10th position with 219, so a stinker of a lap as well. 219 as well is Lukas Vilcheskovic. I will butcher that name a lot, I'm so sorry. You're just Lukash for now. 219.3, so he's actually closer to Neil Olsen than Neil Olsen is closer to Madhouse. And fool me, the slowest guy or girl, I still don't know what you are, on track.
The slowest driver.
The slowest driver on track in 12th position, 224, so 5 seconds slower than the
Lukasz.
Lukasz in 11th position.
Lukasz.
It's 12 drivers, and it will be an interesting race. Don't forget, 45 minutes plus 1 lap, and the one thing that separates from boys and men is the rolling start.
Oh. Who do you think are the boys and the men? Do you think if you can do a good rolling start, you are more of a man than when you do a good standing start?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah, it
was supposed to be
Because-
just a reference to the boy band, but fine. You got me thinking.
Yeah, because to be honest, I think
What's harder?
standing start requires more skill, probably,
It requires more. I
or
wouldn't say
more
skill,
car
maybe.
control.
Yeah. Well. Reactions. Better reactions.
Better reactions.
But don't know
Oops.
about. It's kind of the same, I feel. Like, they're both hard in their respective matter.
Ask our fans.
The Spitz chicane.
think-
We are not having the Spitz chicane. Forget about that.
I think we should have the split chicane.
I think we shouldn't. I think that's a very bad idea. Well,
But why though?
we do not and will not have the Spitz chicane. I am not forgiving you. I don't want the Spitz chicane.
You're forbidding us.
Yes. Okay, why do I
Yes.
have Helicorsa on?
You're-
That's my first question. The second question, how do you like the safety car?
I like the safety car very much. I'm a sucker for great Alfa Romeo, and
I am
the
as
safety
well.
car really.
I know what a great
The
Alfa
safety car
Romeo
is the safety
not,
car. What
and
isn't
that's the kick
great
Sauber.
Alpha? Oh,
That's not a very
touche,
good-
touche.
There goes the safety car in front of the grid.
What
Very
a driver
slowly,
in the
very
safety car.
mindfully, very demure. That's old now, isn't it? I missed the hype. I hit
I
Unk
actually
status.
don't know.
I hit Unk status. No. So, we'll watch the safety car point of
Go
view
live.
throughout the circuit. So turn 1 and turn 2, the first turns of the infield section, well, technically the third and fourth turns of the infield section. It's not complicated. Let's not make it complicated.
Well, it is complicated if you want it to be.
Don't make it complicated, please. Thank you a lot. I think that's the better idea than to make it complicated. Well,
Probably.
whilst we have our beautiful safety car out on track, actually I don't know if I can talk about rain racers on the ARS races. I haven't been told that I can't. I haven't been told that I can. So
You can probably talk about it after. That's the safe bet.
it's
Or
still the
safest
safety
bet.
car. I don't care. So, in Rain Racers, we are reaching our final seasons. If you want to, I'd recommend you watch the last couple races of UTC. That's the Ultimate Touring Challenge for you. You're currently heading in for a championship title fight in the very last race of the season, which is the TCRs, probably at the Macau Jua circuit. So that's very close to Japan as well. It's kind of fitting for tonight. It's a poll between the drivers. They can choose from the Ningbo Raceway, the Macau circuit, or Dragon Trail Seaside, which we all know and we all love. As I'm still rambling about it, we reached the back straight and are heading towards the bridge corner. We are waiting for the safety car to stop flashing its lights. But if
Stop, my man. Don't flash me.
And okay, we stopped the flashing lights. We are switching over to Thomas Varkish, who is our leader for tonight. Winning the practice, winning the qualifying, getting pole position. Now he's heading towards the line, and Glebik, the honors are yours.
I'm not actually sure if I can do it.
Do it.
And we are off. Josh Cornelius nailed the start. He will be second for now, but Tom O'Farrell has the inside line on him. And there is a lot of action in the back too, as Ben RS is now 9th and fighting with Madhouse. And Ollie Hutton too. Josh Cornelius still fighting with Tom O'Farrell for the second place, but now he has the inside line, and it looks like he's going to stick the move. As I say that, he didn't stick the move, but he's still very close. And also Thibaut Gerton is getting close to Tom O'Farrell and Josh Cornelius, and he's now in third, overtaking Josh.
Thibaut Gerton making a great overtake in going out of the infield section on Josh Cornelius. Tom O'Farrell currently second. Tom Varkish still, it's Thomas, not Tom, I'm sorry, still remaining in the first position. Josh Cornelius is pretty close to Thibaut, but we will not see any overtakes there. As I say that, Josh is getting real close to the back bumper of Thibaut Gerton. Maybe we'll see an overtake into the Pac-Man section. We are right after Maggots. Now into Pac-Man we go. It's a very slow corner into second gear, but Josh Cornelius gets a pretty good start right out of it. As I look and I see Lucas Lucas is attacking Madhouse currently. Now into the hairpin they go. Can Lucas maybe try and dive it into the inside? No, he can, but he is on the inside line now. Onto the back straight we go. It's Madhouse versus Lucas. There we see some overtaking in the back as well. It's Neil Olsen versus Fulmi. We might see an overtake somewhere around here. It's on the straight. It's a drag race, and Fulmi is side by side with Niels Olsen. It's a battle for the 11th position, not for the 12th. Into bridge we go. It's a downhill braking into the right-handed corner. It's almost 90 degrees, but Fulmi made the overtake there right before bridge. So back we go on to the top 10, into top 5, a position for the top 5. Matt Wright and Ollie Hutton is the next battle, continuing into the second lap.
And Fulmi did a mistake back there, and he's down to 12th. Ben RS overtook Lucas for 9th place. Just the review for end of this lap. And in front that was Tom O'Farrell, just trying to stress out Tom Varkish, or Thomas, depends. He wanted to be called Tom only, but yeah. Now our beloved Tom.
It's a thumbs up top. Tom O'Farrell and Thomas Varkish now battling into the oval section of the track. And Thibaut Gerton is very close as well to Tom O'Farrell. We might see a triple race for the lead. Seems like the better racing is for Tom Varkish in qualifying, but not in the race. He's not holding up his own that much, as Tom O'Farrell will try and find a way through the car, and it's a free I want to say 3 wide. It's not 3 wide. It's a 3 wide train. Now into Pac-Man. Thomas Varkish is holding the inside. Thomas Furrow tries to go around the outside. He does nothing, but he's now side by side with Tom Varkish. Can we see an overtake into the hairpin? Into the hairpin we go. Tom Furrow has the inside line. He breaks not that early. He breaks quite late. It's a great overtake by Thomas Varkish. Thibaut Gurdon is still looking right the backside. Can we see an overtake from Thibaut Gurdon as well? May he join the fight now? On the backstraight we are already halfway through the backstraight as I'm talking now. And it's side by side with Thomas Furrow, and it's 3 wide into bridge corner, into the 11th corner. And I see Josh Cornelius wants to join the fun as well. In the back, it's shoulders wide action. Thibaut Gurdon goes into the gravel. Seems like Thomas Varkish got his elbows quite wide, and Josh rises back into the 3rd position. Thomas Furrow leads into the 3rd lap. As I said, he makes a huge mistake. Well, huge, he just touches the gravel a bit, but it's a mistake nevertheless, and Tom Varkish takes the 1st position into the 3rd lap. It's Thomas Furrow versus Josh Cornelius now side by side into the 1st corner. Then we go right into the 2nd, and it's Thomas Furrow almost trying to see the inside of Tom Varkish, but he sees nothing there after all. It will be a very interesting battle, as I see someone spinning right by there. It's Ollie Smith into 7th position. Gets overtaken by Madhouse and Ben RS right now, but let's focus on the battle up top. It's Tom Furrow versus Josh Cornelius, and Tom Varkish is definitely in there somewhere as well. His place in this is to defend as much as he can. Hopefully it will work out for him. The slipstream is quite large in these cars, even though it doesn't seem like it. But Josh Cornelius is very close to Tom Furrow now through the bridge corner. Or is it oval? I don't remember anymore. We go into turn
this is the
6.
oval one.
This is the oval one, so I called turn 11 wrongly.
Oval.
We go
Doesn't matter.
into maggots, and Tom Watkins
The fight
is
that
making
matters.
a little gap. What seems like Josh is looking for some space. As I said, Tom Furrow is trying it again around the outside through Pac-Man. He goes it, he sticks it, he still goes around the outside. Josh Cornelius is looking for a fight as well, and I see Thibaut Gurdon is looking to pick a fight as well. Tom Furrow is now side by side with Tom Varkish. Josh Cornelius is going to try to overtake as well. He's on the inside line. Tom Furrow is blocking him a bit right there, but he sticks it still side by side. Thibaut Gurdon, I wanted to say Thibaut Van Gurdon, I'm sorry, wants to go side by side with Josh Cornelius as well, and it's a free two-way battle. One battle for 3rd, one battle for 1st. Let's focus on the battle for 1st. It's Thomas Varkish now going side by side into the bridge corner, into turn 11, and he sticks it. Josh Cornelius sticks it as well onto the inside. They change sides. Thibaut is now on the outside. Tom Furrow now again into the 1st position. We are on the final chicane. Thomas again first. Is a battle of Toms. Tom Furrow again touches the gravel, and the top 5 is very close to each other. As he said, a match rate already joined the fun somewhere there. He's currently in 4th position. Thibaut drops down to 5th. From 3rd to 5th, now he's side by side with Mad Raid into the 1st corner. As I said, he just jumps right in. It's a little bit of oversteer for Mad Raid. He almost spins out. Let's focus now with Thibaut Gurdon. Ollie Hutton makes it into the top 5, now side by side from the 2nd corner into the 3rd. It's an exact replica of the first 2 turns, and Thibaut sends it down the inside. He sticks it, and it's the 3rd position for him right now. But I think that Josh will still like the battle, and Ollie right behind him wants the positions as well.
And now Josh Cornelius will try to send it. No, he won't. He just looks into the inside just to spook Thibaut, probably, as these guys are very close. We have our top 5 in 2 seconds. So a lot of fighting going on, and we are already 10 minutes into the race, as Thibaut will now try to get closer to Tom O'Farrell and fight for the 2nd place.
Will we see a fight for 2nd place first, or a fight for the 3rd place first? Maybe more. Thibaut Gurdon gets a little bit of oversteer from Pac-Man. Onto the hairpin we go. Josh is right behind his rear bumper, smelling his exhaust fumes. He goes onto the inside. He lasts off the breakers. He tries it, doesn't stick it. Ollie Hutton now right behind him. It's 0.3. The gap was 0.2. Now it's 0.3. A gap between second and third is forming up. It's almost 1 second. It's 1 second currently now. They will be fluctuating around that point. But Thomas Varkish is getting really quite away from turn 1. As I said, Josh Cornelius is getting real close to Thibaut Gurdon. Can we maybe see some interesting overtaking here on Motegi? It's said that it's not going to be a very good time tonight, but Thibaut takes a little bit of gravel as well, and that's Ollie Hutton spinning round in the final corner. Madrid takes 5th, and where's Madhouse? Madhouse is just going out of the final corner. That's the gap between the top 5 and the rest of the grid. That's a crazy comparison. So 2 fights going on, but Josh Cornelius is closer to Thibaut Gurdon. Can we see maybe some more overtakes? As I say that Tom Farrell is closer to Thomas Varkish. He takes a little bit of the grass. Can we maybe see a dive into turn 3? No, we can't. These cars are unexpectedly very good at drafting.
Yeah, they really are, and it was shown to us in the first race as well. There was a lot of drag racing between the drivers, a lot of it, and nearly all of the overtaking opportunities were on the start-finish straight, and now it's really the same. As I'm talking, all of the fights have almost gone into coma, except for the most interesting one, which is the fight of the Toms for the first place.
But now Ollie
These guys are very close.
It's getting closer to Benares. Not all the battles have fallen asleep. It's about for 8th place, still keeping alive and strong. Benares is also getting close to Madhouse. So maybe see Ollie overtake. Now you go through the Pac-Man. That seemed like a money shift almost. But it's Ollie Smith.
And Tom O'Farrell is getting closer. I'm sorry, but Tom O'Farrell is getting closer to Tom Varkish. He's going to be taking the outside line into the bridge corners. Both of them break pretty late, but Tom O'Farrell will probably try for the switchback. No, he won't. He doesn't have the speed, but he's still very close. And now he's lost time.
Such a shame. It was such a good...
And Ollie Smith is overtaking Benares from the outside. As I say that, he backs out.
You don't want to overtake
I should
too
stop
much
talking.
into the chicanes. It's not about you talking, it's about common sense a little bit more. You don't want to overtake at the chicanes a lot. It's a dangerous place to overtake and dangerous place to race as well. I do not like chicanes, if you haven't noticed. But ooh, that's a little bit of oversteer from Benares, and Ollie Smith is very dangerously close to Benares right now as well. In the 3rd and 4th corner we go. Can Ollie try to be last of the late breakers? No, he does not. And he's quite far away, so like Benares is the better driver. As I say that, he makes a mistake and Ollie goes side by side, and that's the worst camera we can have for a side-by-side race. But he's on the outside. He doesn't have... I hate these cameras, man. He doesn't have anywhere to overtake. 0.3 was the gap. Now it's 0.5.
Too early. He broke too early into that corner. That was... Which one? That was the bridge one?
I forgot names. I think that's oval,
yeah,
and then it's bridge.
Yeah, that was the oval. Sorry.
It happens.
I forgot it.
15 minutes
to the
into
best
the
of
race,
us.
and we haven't had a minute to appreciate... we had a minute to appreciate the race for tonight's track. And it's amazing. Ollie Smith is still pretty close to Benares, but maybe the next overtaking point will be on the straight. He breaks early. Maybe he will have a better...
More speed.
Better speed.
And Thibaut gets
Oh, Thibaut
in
Gordon is
front
very
of
close to Tom
Tomo
Furl.
Farrell.
Now it's not close. Tom had to make a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, it looks like that because nearly Josh nearly overtook him too. But now Tomo Farrell has the slipstream. Will he try to send it into T1? It doesn't look like that. Thibaut Gurton was on the line, on a very good defensive line, but Tom O'Farrell is very quick, and Ollie Smith is quick too.
It's side by side for them. We are still keeping a little bit of watch for the battle for second place. But Ollie Smith overtook Ben RS, and they are dangerously close. The Madhouse as well. It's maybe a freeway battle for 7th position. But first, we have to know what's happening here as Josh Cornelius is getting very close to Tom Farrell. He will try, he will not try. He was looking up the inside, he didn't try it at the last moment. Under bridge we go, and Ben is very close to Ollie Smith, and Ollie Smith is very close to Madhouse as now he'll try to overtake into the 5th corner. He'll try to overtake into bridge. Can he do it now? Side by side, he's on the outside, tries for the switchback, but he is nowhere near. But Ben RS is always near, and he's on the back side of Ollie Smith. Can we maybe see an overtake? Now we go through turn 6, then into Maggots, then Pac-Man. First we go Maggots. Ollie Smith is very close to Madhouse, as you can see from this point of view as well. But it seems like Ollie is making a lot of unnecessary mistakes. So this is very interesting. It seems like a battle of who will first make a mistake. Then, as I say that,
and it's Ollie Smith
spins into the gravel.
And as Ollie spun, I think we should rename the last corner to the corner of death, because I saw like 3 and maybe even 4 drivers make a mistake there because they took too much grass on the exit and just spun. So
Chicane
we have a
death.
corner name.
It was the infield chicane, so we had a name. Not used it, but we had a name.
We had the name. And that's the important thing. To have it, not to speak it.
Okay, I found
yeah,
the name
something.
for turn 1, turn 2, and turn 3 and turn 4. So it's a Twins 1 and Twins 2.
And we have another fight. Ben RS is close to Madhouse, and Ben RS will not try to send it down the inside, even though he is there. And also we had our first penalty for Niels Olsen for cutting 10 seconds.
As I say that, now the new core names come in handy. Into the second Twins we go as Ben. That sounds wrong.
Second Twins.
Okay, we are not naming them Twins. I am very much sorry to any American audience we might have here, and we have DJ going through Olivia's. And Edmund says standing stars are more chaotic and need more awareness. So I guess that's your... I don't know how to say this.
And Ben RS is very close to Madhouse. He's on his tail, even after going under the oval. Now going into Maggots, he's still very close, and if he doesn't make a mistake, he will probably overtake Madhouse on the back straight. It's now into Pac-Man. Will he stick with Madhouse? Ben RS does a very good job exiting the corner, and he's got a lot of speed difference, but he's on the outside. Will he stick it, or will Madhouse overtake him back? It looks like Ben RS sticked it, and he's now up to 7th place.
Round outside! No. Ben RS, what an overtake that was. Very well done. And overtake of the month. Slap it on there. It's just the 3rd. Have fun with that. I'm not arguing tonight.
And
Round
also,
outside
Tomo
of the
Farrell is
hairpin.
getting closer to Thibaut Gurton.
Also,
I'm
I
sorry
finally
to
found the
interrupt you
names.
like that.
So turn 1 and
And
2
Ollie
are
Smith is close to Madhouse. Oh
turn
damn.
1 and 2
Sorry, man.
are Spitz, turn 3 and 4 are Glebik. Because I ran out of names and that's the only names we need. So in the Spitz we
Yeah.
go, Ollie Smith is right behind Madhouse, and one mistake, but he is very close once again. Seems like Ollie Smith does have the pace now. He's side by side with Madhouse. Out of Spitz, he goes into Glebik. Can we maybe see an overtake around the outside? As Ben Ares demonstrated, it is possible. We do not see. Can he maybe switch back? No, as well. But it's still
It's
side by
around
side
the
through
outside of the
Glebik.
second corner.
He still didn't
in
stick it.
Glebik.
Oh, he did.
He did stick it. But now
Around
Madhouse
outside.
will or can have the inside.
He
Well, he
doesn't
doesn't.
have it through bridge, or is it oval?
But he could. This is the oval one.
Yeah, through oval into turn 6. That's the only one that doesn't deserve a name.
We will learn it. Don't worry. Someday.
Mate, it doesn't have names. We are making it up on spot.
Yeah, but we will learn the names. The only names you need.
The names we are making for ourselves. Yes, makes sense.
Yeah. And Tom O'Farrell is getting closer to Thibaut again.
Yeah, Tom is very, very close. Now we go through bridge. In to the last chicane, the infield chicane, or the chicane of death. Your preferred name. Slap it here. I prefer infield chicane. But into the infield chicane we go, and Tomfer is very close. He takes a little bit of gravel by his side as well. Don't need sand. It's not good for your for your teeth, kids. But now we go. He's very close. He's almost side by side with Thibaut Gurton. Now he's side by side going into the Spitzam corners. We go, and he just sends it. Last of the late breakers. Tomfer gets into the second position, but Thibaut is very close out of Spitz. We go into Glebik. That also sounds wrong once you say it a lot of times, but whatever.
It does. It does.
Twins is worse.
We could debate.
My debate is over. Ollie Smith makes a mistake once again and drops right behind Madhouse, but right now the battle is on Thibaut Gurton and Tom O'Farrell. It's side by side out of, man, I don't know. Out of the Glebik corners is good enough by me. Into oval we go. Thibaut is still very, very close as Tom takes a little bit of grass. So these two guys are very close. Through turn 6 we go, which is just a right-hander into Maggots. And their 0.1 is the gap, but where do you want to overtake here? Through Maggots we go into Pac-Man. Can we maybe see? No, we can't. So
It all depends on the exit from Pac-Man, and Thibaut had a great exit from Pac-Man, and if he sticks, if he nails the exit though.
Amazing line. What a little bit of oversteer. Such a shame. Otherwise, you would stick in and be side by side with Tom O'Farrell, who had a great line as well, and he's flashing his lights for some reason. I guess he wanted to honk. Honk the horn. We still cannot hear, nevertheless. But
Tom goes wide, very wide.
He doesn't go wide. He slips as well. And Josh Cornelius is very close right now as well. And Tom O'Farrell can lose 2 positions in a couple of corners. But he goes wide as well. 2 cars wide. Tom O'Farrell didn't go wide. Thibaut went a little bit wide. And that's the last bit of racing after 25 minutes. Over.
We have a breather. We have a breather. This was an eventful part.
Has
I'm sorry.
Very great first sector, which is purple. So that is interesting.
It really is. And because we have a little bit of a pause for our fights, we can talk about F1.
Not again.
What you mean, not again? F1 is fine. What do you think about Miami Grand Prix being extended
I cannot
up
comment on that
to, I
matter
think.
because I would swear, so no.
So you're not happy. Let's
Yes.
just say that.
Yes.
I'm I'm quite unhappy too because I think this type of deal should only go to good tracks like Spa or Monza. But those two tracks are being rotated. My man,
Monza
my
is not.
guy. Monza is not at least
Only
something,
Spa.
but Spa is, and
Which
it's
Spa is my
it's
favorite
so
track.
bad. Yeah, it's so bad of an idea to rotate this track. I love Spa too.
Like okay, the sprint race was fire. I will
Yeah,
admit that
fair.
it was
But
very
it
good.
was because of the rain.
Of course,
And
rain makes
also,
everything better.
yeah, that's why we are called rain racers, if you didn't know.
And why we never raced in the rain.
But that's caused by Assetto Corsa not having good enough physics for that, or rain physics.
True. It doesn't have rain physics.
Yeah.
As we are rambling about the fun, Ollie Smith is getting once again close to Madhouse. So,
Action?
start. Are we acting or I don't see a script here, mate. I don't
Not
think
the
we are the
script
NFL.
here. The script is for Lucas to win, but it's not happening, is it? Nicola Olsen got another 10 seconds
That's 20
for cutting
seconds.
again.
As
And Ollie
Ollie,
Smith sends it in its corners, almost overtakes Madhouse down the inside, but needs to back out because he's a good guy who doesn't want to commit illegal things.
that wouldn't be illegal. It was that would be a very beautiful overtake by Ollie Smith, but he doesn't stick it. Now from clubby corners, he is very, and I mean very close, the Madhouse, and we probably see some side-by-side action. That's the worst camera for side-by-side action we can ever have. Onto the oval we go, and I mean oval, I mean the fifth corner, and under the oval bridge, and it's still side by side. I say side by side, but Ollie is very much in front of Madhouse. In the sixth corner, in the maggots we go, and Madhouse is looking for some more taking opportunities. As he sees the inside line, he doesn't take it. He doesn't have that much speed. Ollie still giving him space, but it's not enough. From maggots now into Pac-Man we go. So it all depends. He had a little oversteer, so we are not seeing any interesting racing tactics here. But am I dreaming, or do I see Tom O'Farrell getting a little bit closer to Thibaut Gurten?
Oh yeah, Tom is getting closer. You have good eyes, my man. They are now in the spit corners going into Hlebix, and Tom has the slipstream, which is quite strong, as we were talking about it earlier.
Also, Tom has the
But
fastest lap, which
Thibaut,
was his previous lap. I'm sorry, I would just jump right into your voice, mate. But
yeah, nothing too important going on because Tom is still quite far.
he's not that far away. 404, 420. Oh, those are some funny numbers, man. I like your words, Magic
Well,
Man.
he's at least, or he was at least 50 meters behind Thibaut based on the braking points on the straight.
But the breaking point still nothing as we go from turn 6 into maggots, and some of Furrow getting real close to Thibaut Gurten. But wait, what? Maybe we see
Whoa.
some overtaking from Pac-Man into the hairpin. We go into Pac-Man. It's all about the braking, and it's a very good line from Tomo Furl, and it's a lot. It's an oversteer from Thibaut Gurden, and side by side into the hairpin. We go. Olsen disconnects from the grid and from the race as well, but Tom is just so far away, right behind, it's right in front of Thibaut Gurden. So what an overtake that was for Tom Furl. Can we or will we see some more overtaking position? It's about for the second place. It's 12 minutes, well 13 plus 1 lap. Into the bridge corner we go, and it all depends. It's these momentum based cars that create some of the best racing that you can see. And he almost sends it into the chicanes, and it's, whoa, what a drift of the series
Little
award.
bit of mistakes from both of these drivers, and a lapped car, and that's Fulmi. No.
That is
Yeah,
me.
it's Fulmi. That is Fulmi. I clicked wrongly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nah.
Don't.
But
Out.
wait, like what? 15 minutes
Out.
if we count the plus 1 lap. But even though Thibaut and Tom both made mistakes, they are still quite close together, and this thing still smells with some battling.
What do you mean?
Maybe.
Smells?
Could be. It smells like battle.
You have a keen sense of smelling, I guess. And where is that Discord notification coming from? I hate it here. Give me out.
What happened?
Thanks a lot. We don't need to know. How do I have a ping suddenly? Oh yeah, that's where it comes from. I don't care. So, racing still going on, and Thibaut is getting a little bit far away from Tomo Furl. The gap, I want to say, it's more than 1 second. It's less than 1 second currently. Into the hairpin we go. But I don't think that Thibaut can be that fast to overtake Tomo Furl. Depends on what Tom has in store for us tonight. But seems like he's all about speed. So,
Well, it depends on the mistakes too. And as we saw earlier, or throughout the whole race, the mistakes aren't exclusive to our mid-pack. All of our drivers make mistakes. It's quite sobering too if you see the race leader or the guys fighting for podium make huge mistakes, or huge, it's an overstatement, but you get what I mean.
one mistake is all it takes. As Fulmi
Exactly.
crashes out once again, that's a very red name for a very long time. Don't know what they have done, but doesn't seem good.
Ooh.
What? Yeah, they're in the wall. On
Yeah.
a straight, by the way. How?
I'm not judging.
I am.
But secretly I am. Nah, I'm.
That's impossible.
It happens. It happens.
It shouldn't.
Well, it shouldn't, but you know what you did in your last race? Or not your last, but you know what race I mean.
Do you mean the Miatas? As for Medianavs?
Nah, I mean the GT4s.
I don't remember those.
You flipped your car.
Oh yeah, that's what you mean.
So yeah.
It wasn't my fault though.
But the car still flipped.
It wasn't my
GT4.
fault though. Yeah, I know. It wasn't my fault though. And you cannot take the point away from me. It was
Well,
lag. That's why. Or that was the excuse from the driver that helped me flip over. So yeah, have fun with that. Have
Yeah.
fun with the conspiracy theories. Wait, talking about the
Put your
GT4s,
aluminium hats
these
on.
cars are on the same level as the GT4s. Maybe a little bit less aerodynamic, but uh, yes, more less aerodynamic. That's of course, but I think these are very like for speed, quite similar to the GT4s. I think, or engine wise. I'm not sure though.
Well, the engine does like 180 horsepower, I
In
think.
the GT4s
No, in the Miatas.
and in the GT4s as well, it doesn't go to 200. The cars go less than 200 kilometers per hour. So actually, the
The
Miata,
GT4s have, or at least the Cayman has 400 horsepower.
the Miata has.
So, 181 or 180
Okay, it's
horsepower.
not the same at all.
It's twice as fast, the GT4s, basically.
Depends on the weight.
Or at least, well, I think the Cayman is very, very light.
Yeah, the MX5 Cups are as well.
Oh, okay, not very light.
How?
The GT4 Cayman is 1.5 tons. Or
How
1 ton 400.
how much does the MX5 Cup have?
The MX Cup 5 car
MX5 Cup.
has. No, that's in freedom units. I don't like freedom
Search it up
units.
on Assetto Corsa. What's your issue?
Nah, I'm searching the real life. It's
You don't need
1 ton and 60 kilograms. The Miata.
Interesting.
So the Cayman is basically 400 kilo heavier, but has 200 horsepower more.
See, I think it would be a very close. I think it would be a very close race. Maybe we would have
Do you
to
want
get
to
some
try
help.
it?
Yes. Why are you even asking at this
Maybe
point?
some special event.
Yes, the MX5 Cup versus the GT4s. I love it.
Yes.
I love it already.
Yep.
Okay, we
The
have to
battle
shed-
of the cups.
we have to shed some light on Thomas Markish. He's having an amazing race. Well, not doing from flags to finish. He was fighting for his first position in the first couple of minutes of the race, but now he has a comfortable lead of 3 seconds. So
The lead, by the way, is diminishing because it was 4 for a long time. But now it seems
Is he-
like
is he
Tom
saving?
O'Farrell.
or is some of her
Well,
pushing?
I'm not sure. I think Tom is pushing. O'Farrell. Tom O'Farrell is pushing.
It's Thomas.
The battle of the Toms again.
Thomas.
Thomas and Thomas. Well, it's Tom and Tom, so
Tom.
Tom.
Sounds like something from Japan, like Tom Tom. It's like the
Sounds
Tamagotchis.
like another corner name.
What name?
Sounds like another corner name.
Con.
Tom Tom.
It
Tom Tom
does.
should be like, I don't know, the first corner before the bridge. That's turn 11 could be Tom
That's-
Tom.
Tom. Turn 6 doesn't have
Tom
a
Tom.
name.
But turn 6 sounds good.
No, it's Tom Tom now. As we are
It's
rambling,
Dum
by the
Dum
way,
now.
Ollie Smith is getting dangerously close to Benares.
Action! Woo!
Let's go.
With 3 minutes left on the clock.
Plus 1 lap. So 5. Technically.
Basically.
Yeah, have fun with that. We are literally so close. We have 10 minutes till another race in series that's not very much known. This is so much better. Mad Raid is somehow typing in the Discord chat while racing. How and why?
Well, he's still 5th, so don't blame the guy.
Tomo Pearl has another fastest sector.
He's really pushing, and the gap is now only 2.6. 2 seconds 6.
And also who is pushing is
Thousands.
Ollie Smith on Benares, the
Tens.
gap 0.3, and getting smaller into Klebby corner we go. So, oh, he will definitely try and overtake. It is worth it. Out of Klebby
Ollie
we
is
go.
very close, and he's very fast.
The slipstream helps him a lot as well. Benares has some very interesting lag spikes there, and he's on the inside, and I'm forgot my energy somewhere in Narnia. But Ollie goes around the
Benares
overtake, it's
will
side by
stick
side.
it.
Let me talk, come on. It's Benares side by side with Ollie Smith. Now we go from Tom Tom into Maggot. It's still side by side from turn 7, and that's a little mistake by Benares. It's a slight oversteer, but that's a shame. 0.5 is the gap. He definitely can close that. Here we go into Pac-Man, and it's not even close. The next corner up is hairpin. It is uphill as well, and up from the Pac-Man corner, and Ollie Hutton is nowhere near close. Now
Ollie
you can talk.
Hutton. Nah, I wanted to use the TomTom name. So
Hell no, that's mine.
I tried. I'm sorry.
Mine.
Your TomTom. And the guys are now just trying to survive, probably.
But the gap up front keeps
And
diminishing.
yeah, it does. But I
Six.
don't think I don't think Tom O'Farrell is close enough.
Now you can say he's going through the corner.
He's going through TomTom. Tom Varkish is going through TomTom into Maggots. Yeah, that's so great
Was
of a
that
corner
was
name.
that
I love
Thomas
it.
Markish breaks that I just hear? Man, that doesn't sound healthy. I just heard some squeaking. It sounded like the brakes. That's not good at all.
Yeah.
But the grid is pretty close, as I said, pretty close. Mad Raid is in no man's land.
He's driving all alone.
He's in a Magus currently. No one behind him. No one in front of him. This guy is... That's why he's in the Discord chat. He is lonely.
Aw.
No, you cannot fix him.
But he's so cute in the 5th place. So lonely. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm tweaking.
You're done for,
But-
man. But it's
Nah,
not
I'm actually a normal guy.
bringing
I swear.
out the white flag as we now approach into the final lap of the race. So,
And the gap to first place is
0.8,
2
42.
seconds. Plus or minus. Give or take. But if Thomas Varkish doesn't make mistakes, he will win.
all it takes is a couple of corners to be exact. 9. Is it 9? Yeah, it's 9. Technically 10, but that's not counted as a corner somehow. So now he goes for the last time into the oval corner. He goes under the first part of the bridge. Into the outfield he goes. Into Tom Tom for the very last time. Then into Maggots for the very last time as well. He went through here 20 whole times, which
And
is a
now
lot.
for the 21st time.
Yep.
A lot of laps, to be honest.
Now running out Pac-Man for the last time as well. Seems like Tom Farrell let his throttle off the pedal for a bit, as he knows there's no way he's making up that time. Again, through hairpin we go. In a third gear, by the way, so it's not that tight. On the main straight,
And
it's just
also,
3 corners between him and victory.
it looks like Ollie Smith may try something on Ollie Hutton because he's only a second away.
The ball of the Ollies
But
may commence. Where are Ollies? Ollies are in Maggots currently. We may see some more
going
taken,
into
but right now,
Pac-Man.
Thomas Markish rounds out the final corner, the infield chicane, and he crosses the line. Oh, he doesn't cross the line yet. It's so far away. Thomas Markish now sees the checker flag. He crosses the line and wins the second round of the inaugural season of ARS here at Motegi Twin Ring. Thomas Farrell finishes second. Thibaut Gurden rounds out our podium places. Josh Cornelis finishes 4th after all those battles. Matt Trade into no man's land now sees the final chicane, sees hope, sees some people in front of him. 20 seconds is the gap before him. And it's Matt Trade who rounds out your top 5 for tonight. Ollie Hutton somehow shook off Ollie Smith, who somewhere made a mistake because he is 8th. But Ollie Hutton is just now a little bit from the line and he finishes 6th tonight. Ben Arres takes 7th for this very underwhelming race from him. Ollie Smith, a race filled with great overtakes but a lot of mistakes as well, finishes 8th tonight. It's Madhouse who's currently running out some of the final corners, with Lukasz just now being on the back straight. So it's Madhouse who has a sprint towards the line, even in all the tempos he want to, and he finishes 9th for tonight. He is the second to last driver to finish this race, and it's Lukasz Wilczewski who goes like the very last driver through the chicane. He takes the grass, don't tell me he spins. Okay, he doesn't spin, fortunately. He gets a 10-second penalty for gutting. And he rounds out your top 10 and the entire grid for the night. Lukasz finishes 10th. And what a race it has been.
Yeah, it was really enjoyable, full of action. Almost the whole 45 minutes were filled with action. So, it's great. Great racing. I really hope our drivers enjoyed it as much as we did.
Yeah, I hope as well, and we can ask them as well. But we would like Thibaut as well in the chat, so where is Thibaut? I know.
Where
Let's
is
ask
Thibaut?
Thomas. Hello, Thomas.
Hello.
Do you know? Oh, Thibaut is not here tonight.
No Thibaut.
That's sad. Okay, so
You're
we'll
supposed
let the Toms talk. You're unmuted. You're
Yeah,
just
well-
dragged in here, not abducted by us. But you're just
Yeah, well-
dragged in here. So,
Well, nice race. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good fun. It was, yeah. I didn't want to get caught up in the incidents at the start, so I kind of let you go.
I think I had like one minor incident, and then again, I don't know how to describe it. It was just kind of unlucky.
Yeah, yeah. I had two track limits trying to avoid people quite early on, so I was playing a bit cautious after that. I just went, yeah, I'm not going to risk getting a third one. And then on that last lap under the bridge when I was catching you, I was just ever so slightly, well, I was very, very close to getting my third track limit under that bridge on that last lap, and I was like, no, that's it. I'm backing off now. I'm not risking it.
Yeah, I saw you. You were catching me like so crazy. I was getting a bit worried. Because you were setting times that were like 6, 8 times faster than me.
Uh,
So it's quite
I,
fun. I wasn't expecting qualifying to go the way it went. I was expecting you to get a pole because I thought a 13.9 was impossible.
yeah, well, I kept seeing 13.6. I was on for 13.8, and then I can't remember who it was, but in kind of the infield hairpin, someone ahead of me spun, and in order to avoid them, basically, I lifted slightly. So that was that lap gone, and that was I couldn't replicate a 13 again. So,
Yeah,
but
happens. I guess. I mean,
yeah,
there's always next race.
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I just want to race. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you were up to speed, and Tebow was there as well to race with as well, because I think that race that we had, well, the first 15, 20 minutes was brilliant.
And then I happily just did you make a mistake or something? Because I was watching a live stream on the side and you just caught the grass and I didn't watch it from else and just ended up being like 5 seconds
Yeah,
off.
yeah. The the long the right hander at the end of of the really long straight, I kept missing my braking point, especially when
Mm.
Tebow was behind me, and that's how he got past me twice. And it's yeah, at the end of that, I just went, no, I'm going now. Lights on, head down,
Yeah,
focus. That
it's
was
pretty
yeah,
fair to be fair.
you were setting a good pace anyway. So
Yeah, it's good. The start was very fun. I quite enjoyed fighting. I just didn't want to. I don't want to hit you and then end up being all the way so far behind.
yeah, yeah, that's what I said. And that's what I say. I backed out for that. So it's like I'm not putting any issues this week, like
Yeah.
last. So yeah.
Not bad by not bad for my debut to be fair. Not bad.
Yeah, yeah, it's a very, very good performance.
Yeah, thank you. Not so bad yourself, obviously.
Yeah, cheers.
You are
We,
honestly quite scary quick.
we've got commentators in here that have now gone silent. We've taken over their job.
Yeah, we've self-interviewed.
I don't even know if I need to ask any questions. You answered a lot of the stuff on your own. Well, I just want to say, Thomas, you proved yourself. I heard that you were talking in Clevy's DMs, some slack, that you're the fastest guy. You just went by, took a Grand Slam. Hope you're happy. What a race
I,
that
no,
was, though.
I didn't say I was fastest. I said I was second fastest. So I was cooking. I was cooking. I was happy with being second fastest.
Well, you just
Well,
took a Grand Slam, mate.
yeah, not
Good
bad.
job.
Not bad.
That is not bad, yeah. Even Tom couldn't do it.
Oh,
McCambay stopped him, and of course McCambay is not here tonight. He's on a trip somewhere else.
He isn't here.
He isn't here. He'll be here next time, so hopefully we have a great battle between you three. So
yeah. Hopefully I get up to speed with Suzuka. I've never really been a fan in MX5s, considering this is my first race in MX5s for like 2 years. So
well, what a race it has been though. Some great racing, as we seen, as you talked about as well. So I have no
pretty-
questions.
why?
You
I
answered
had
all
one.
yourself.
I wanted to ask you how much do you look forward to Suzuka next week?
I'll probably just start practicing on the Saturday. To be fair, I'm just not really put my mind to it because if I put my mind to it, I'll just get a bit anxious and I'll get a bit overwhelmed. So I'll end up not doing well, so I just not think about it until Saturday.
Thibaut is also making his comments in the chat. He said he had a blast. There were some real elbows out in the race and at the start. Thomas did a great job securing first place. He was on another level. Had a great battle with Tom, but he was just a bit faster than him. So it was a matter of time, and then he was just managing pace to make it to the end.
It's fair. He was very fun to race against, to be fair. So I'll give him that.
Yep, it's been an amazing race from all of your sides, and I hope to see you here next week around as well.
Yes, I will be here, hopefully. Well, thank you for having me. I will go watch F1 now.
That sounds like a plan.
Bye bye.
See ya. Well, I don't have any questions for Tom as well. Yeah, you just had a discussion about it here right on stream, so if you want to stay here, you're welcome. Just depends.
I'll leave you to it then. Cheers, guys.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Bye.
See ya. Well, what a race that was. Pure 45 minutes of fun, elbows out racing as well at the start. I enjoyed this race very much. Then the self-interviews by Thomas Varnish and Tom O'Farrell. First and second place. Unfortunately, Thibaut couldn't join us. He said his mind in the chat on the live stream. We said it. I said his version on the live stream as well. So hopefully he will sometimes have time to join us in the chat, or maybe he will unfortunately not make it onto the podium. Next time around, we are going to the legendary Suzuka, a circuit we all know and love, and I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah, me too. To be honest, I love Suzuka because it's quite an old-fashioned track, built in the 80s, I think. I'm not sure, but I have it somewhere back in my mind. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and based on what we've seen in the first race and right now, right here, I think the Suzuka one is going to be enjoyable too.
Yeah, I think so as well, and there's nothing else to say. I've been your commentator for the night. My name is Wissam. Right beside me was Klebik for tonight.
And we'll see you next week. Bye!
See you next week at Suzuka.